Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell and to check out the join membership option.
Alright guys, so welcome to this video, and today once again we will deal with this tower defense game right here. So I haven't been doing anything else since this series came out, guys, but you guys really like it and I'm very happy about it, and it seems to help you guys. So yeah, I'm happy about that, as I've just said. And yeah, so if you consider yourself as a part of this community, then please comment #bosses. And thank you again for your insane support. You guys are amazing, as I've already said in many previous videos, guys. And now let's just get started, okay? So my plan for today is to add a new tower, guys, and to do some work on these little minions right here. So these have been just yeah, so moving around, looking like gray dummies without having any skin. And yeah, so I plan on changing that, of course. So I want to give them some skin, give them some attributes, guys. And yeah, so that's the main plan for today. And if we still have got enough time left, then I will deal with adding a new tower, guys. Okay. Now, so let's just get straight into this. Let me copy this Zoro Post TS tower right here and then add it right here, okay? Now I will get rid of the stats folder right here, get rid of that control script, get rid of that katana, and get rid of that indicator thing. So our minion, so I'll plan on doing a Zoro minion which just looks like this, okay? And now let's place it inside of this minions folder and see what happens, guys. So I'm not even sure myself, but according to my memories, a Zoro minion should be spawned. But let's just see. Okay. Okay, seems that only dummies are being spawned right now. Alright, so this didn't seem to work. What is the reason for that? Let's see. Okay. So they have been spawned. They are like spawning right here, but for some reason they are not being teleported right here. But why is that? So let's see. Okay, remove this animal saves as well. Okay, so everything's unanchored. Oh yeah, so we still need to get rid of these components inside. So get rid of the flick detector and of that body position, and now our Zoro should be able to spawn, guys. So it was the body position which didn't allow Zoro to yeah, walk on the path. So the body position made the Zoro stick to this position right here, stick to the origin, which is located here. Come on. It's possible that... Okay. Alright, there we go. There we go, guys. So there goes our Zoro tower. Our Zoro minion. Okay. Okay, very nice, very nice. Alright. Now the next thing I want to add for these minions is I want to add a health bar for those minions so you can keep track on how many health is left for each minion. Then I want to add a walking animation. I'm not even sure if I'm able to animate a walking animation because I've never done that before, but I've attempted it multiple times and did not succeed. And one other thing I want to add is a level stat and a damage stat. So towers deal damage to this building right here, depending on their level, of course, and the level is being randomly set when they spawn. So that's my plan, guys. But let's start with that, because creating level and damage is very easy, guys. So perform a right click on our Zoro tower and then add a folder. Let's call this folder stats. Then add a int value inside and call this one level, and let's put this to 1. What is it this? Oh, so this is actually pretty interesting. So I'm seeing this for the very first time. So you're able to add your own attributes, your own properties. This is insane, guys, really. Wait, so I just could easily... Yo, this is insane. Really? Okay, never mind. So let's get back to our work. So add a int value called level, and then add another int value called damage, or just duplicate this one and call this one damage. And so level, and let's say 5 damage. So level 1 characters deal 5 damage, and level 2 characters 10 damage, and so on, guys. So let's move this Zoro minion in our workspace to create the health bar and the level indicating text above that minion's head. So let's go to TD, let's go to this building, and let's just copy this health GUI from here. So let me destroy this one because we will not need it anymore. And yeah, so let's go inside of this tower's head and place it. Okay, let's put it inside of the humanoid root part. I'm sure that will work. Okay, it does not work either. Okay, so this is visible as well. And why isn't this working? Okay, so it does work, but it's just, yeah, it is just too big, guys. So let's shrink it down 1, and let's say 2. Let's make this 0.5 actually, and let's move this down, guys. All right, now open up this whole thing and add a, wait, how did I do that? Right here, so health monitor. Okay, so let's just copy this health monitor script right here and place it inside of this thing. Wait, let's just actually place it inside of the head. So we do not need to change that much, so we can just keep these variables right here. And the only thing we gotta change is this variable right here, so health. This refers to a value called health, which is a direct child of the parent of our script. But in this case, we do not need that value because our tower contains a humanoid, which contains a health attribute. And the only reason why we have created that health attribute for our building is because this building does not contain a humanoid. And therefore I have created this thing right here and this thing right here. Okay, so remember what I've told about that, or told you guys about that in the first episode. Yes, so in this case we have this humanoid right here, therefore we can just refer to the health, which is located as a property inside of that humanoid. So let's just do script.parent. So where is it? Script parent, then parent again, and then humanoid, and then health. So script parent, humanoid, health. So let's do that, humanoid and health. So that's how you refer to the health, which is inside of the humanoid. Now we still need to do some changes right here. So instead of health value, we just do health. And now there's another thing we want to add. So let's also add max health. And the max health is also included inside of this humanoid right here. So max health, as you can see. So we can just copy this and add a max. So that's the way on how you would do that. Now we can just easily write max health instead of whatever. Now also do the same right here. So just make health and make this max health. Okay. Now we gotta change this as well. So we cannot detect a change of an attribute like this. So we gotta do something else in order to do that. So let's do health parent. No, not health parent. Script parent humanoid, and get property changed signal. So this gets a signal when a certain property has been changed, and in this case we want to look out for the health. So I'm not even sure how to use this one. I think that this is the correct way to do it. Let's hope so. And yes, so now if this does not give out any errors, then we will just keep it as it is. So now let's put this back inside of our minions tab right here. Let's get rid of the rest because we won't be needing these. Oh yeah, and I forgot to add that level text above. Let me just quickly do that. So there we go. Let's duplicate this one, call it level. And where is it? Let's just move this text label and delete the rest. And now change the position to, let's say, 1.0 or 1.35. Let's make the text X alignment to the left so it looks better. And then just level 1. Okay. Change this to level text as well, and create a script inside, which of course adapts to changes regarding this level value right here. So in the end, the task of this text is to show the players the level of the minion. Okay, the level of the minion is being determined right here. Okay, so every time this thing changes, the text has to change as well. And to do that, we just created the script. Come on. Oh my god, guys. let's just call this monitor. And we need to refer to our stats folder first of all. So let's create a variable called stats folder, and now we gotta refer to it. So script parent stats. Script parent stats folder, or just stats. Now script parent text. So no. Okay. Script parent level text. Okay, so script parent level text. So we refer to this text right here, okay, and to the text property of it, of course, in order to change the text. Equals, and then the text we want to give out, which is level. Now a spacebar, and then 2 dots, and then stats folder level value. Let's also put this to string right here, because this level value is a int value, and we want to convert it into a string, so that's the reason why we do this. Now also copy this right here, so this refers to this level value as I've just said, and we also want to detect changes, so we refer to it and then we check for changes. So once this whole thing has changed, we want the text to update as well, and then you can just easily paste this. Okay, and now this should work, guys. So let's see, let's put this inside of our minions folder. But before we test this out, let's do something else. So let's go inside of this tower defense script right here, which is responsible for the minions to spawn. And where is it, guys? So the minions is being spawned right here. The collision group is being set right here, and the C-frame, the walk speed is being set right here, and now we want the level to be set right here as well. So dummy stats level value, then math random from 1 to, I don't know, let's say 10, okay, just for a moment, just for beginning. So we are referring to the stats folder, then to the level value, and then to the level attribute, and we set it equal. So we just override it with a random number between 1 and 10. Now the next thing we gotta do is we need to refer to the stats folder again, then the damage value, and then the value as an attribute, and then override it with our level multiplied by 5, because we've just said that at level 1 our minion should deal 5 damage, okay? And that's the reason why we multiply our level with 5 to get the damage, which we've just set as a rule, okay? So therefore we need to refer to the level once again, and then just multiply it by 5. That's the way in how you do it. Okay. Now there's this other thing right here. Yeah, so this is the part where the dummy deals damage to the tower, and of course we are referring to the health value of the building right here, or to the tower, main tower, whatsoever, and then minus a random amount of damage. And we of course want to change that to our damage, which is located in our stats folder. So just copy this thing and just add it right here, okay? And that's how you create custom damage, custom stats for your minions, guys. So let's see if this whole thing has worked as we have expected. So okay, let's see. So the first minion has spawned, and it is level 1. Okay. Kind of level. Okay, level 6. Okay, this is quite interesting. So let's see what kind of damage this guy is gonna deal. Okay, 5. This guy is gonna deal 30. Okay, this one is gonna deal 10. And this one is gonna deal 35. And yeah, guys, so this is the way in how you add custom stats to your minions. Now let's just see if this health bar works fine. Okay, so it does not work for some reason. But at least the stats do work. Okay. Now let's drop this down to 0. And let's turn this to always off. Also disable the name occlusion, because they're just interrupting the rest of the GUI, guys. Okay, now let's just take a closer look inside of here. So why isn't this working? I think that this signal is not being recognized, not being noticed, so I think that I've had this issue earlier, and that's the reason for me to not use that. So let's just instead lose a loop, guys. I know this is bad practice, and scripters should avoid using loops in a context like this, but there's no other way, guys. So I hope that the health representation now works. So let's just see. Okay, let's place these towers right here. Okay, so the name is still being occluded for whatever reason, but okay. This thing is not losing health. Attack, okay. Alright, so that was not the reason. Okay, that was not the reason. Now I'm not even receiving errors, guys. So let's just add some prints to see to what extent or to what point this whole script works, guys. Print works too. Print looping. Okay, so let's just see. Okay. The health probably does not upgrade because we are using a local GUI. I think that's the reason for it to not work, but why is it working for this one then? Okay, so there is no error with the script, so script works totally fine, guys, but I think that the issue is actually with this being a script. Okay, so let's see. Well, I don't really know, guys. I don't really know what to do, to be honest. So we maybe just get rid of these things, and then instead of that, just distance. What is this? Let's instead just use ROBLOX default health display right here. So let's just do 10 for this one, and now let's check if this whole thing works. Okay, it is interesting how Roblox does not want to enable the health display. Pretty funny, to be honest, really. Display distance. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect, perfect. Now let me just quickly change the position of our level text, so the height and the alignment to center. There we go. Alright, now the next thing I would like to do is I would like to create a small animation. So for those purposes, go to build rig, go to plugins build rig, and add a R15 model or R6 model if you use R6. So I don't know what you guys are using. And then let's just edit it and create a walking animation, guys. Or I have another suggestion. So instead of me just trying to animate a walking animation, how about I just take the default walking animation, guys? So it would just save up a lot more time and give me the opportunity to show you the next tower I have intended to make. So let's just go to this animate script right here, then to walk, and let's just take this walk anim out of here. Let's place it inside of our tower and go inside of this tower defense script. Then do dummy humanoid load animation. So we obviously need to refer to the humanoid first to call the load animation function, which seems to be a part of the humanoid, and then we need to refer to the animation we want to load. So in this case, the walk anim, which is located inside of our dummy or minion. Then just do play. Okay, now let's see if this has worked, guys. Let's hope so. There we go. The way they walk is pretty funny, to be honest. But yeah, so at least we have put some animation to it, guys. Alright, now let's move on with the next tower I wanted to create. So I've tried to foreshadow it, and one of you, or I think two, have already, got the message and have understood that foreshadowing. And I was about to make a Gear 4 tower, a Luffy tower, guys, but a Gear 4 tower to be exact. So that was my intention, and I will just use this model I have created in my how to make a Gear 4 video. So if you have not checked out that video, then I highly recommend you guys to do that, to see the process of me modeling this Gear 4 guy right here, so I admit this thing is far from good, guys. Make this double-sided. So this thing is far away from good, but it is pretty decent, I guess. So it is enough to demonstrate some, yeah, some scripting which can be applied to real Gear 4 models. Okay. Alright, so import my Gear 4 model, and then I shrink it down to a certain size, so I think that this size is okay. Now, let's, where is it? What is that? Okay, so I cannot remember animating this. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay. Let me just re-import this. There we go. Finally. Alright, so I think that I've actually... that I have actually already exported this thing. Okay, so it is already exported. Therefore, I do not need to export this again. So I can recommend you, I can recommend that you should export it, so you will need the animation, or you can do your own one if you are good enough. So this is, yeah, just a very basic idling animation. Alright, so let's shrink this down. And now we can actually get rid of this enum saves folder, so I can do that because I have already exported that idling animation, and I think that this is actually the animation, so better for me, so I do not need to do much now about it. Okay, and so I'm thinking about on how we could start. So let's go inside of this towers folder right here, and now let's just first of all copy the the basics of our tower, means our tower stats folder, our our indicator thing right here. So all of these things are necessary for our tower. Let's just quickly do that. And who knows, maybe we are able to script our first tower or Gear 4 tower attack today. So maybe we are able to do that, guys. But only maybe. Depends on how far we will get now. Okay. Now let's also clone these two. Alright. So now let's move it inside of our towers folder and see how this works out. So there's still some of you who are complaining about empty tower slots right here. So guys, Please. I have told you like maybe 2 times, or but at least 1 time, how you can change your towers, and that you are only able to change your towers manually as for now, because there is no tower shop yet, okay, or a summon yet. So in order to change your towers manually, you will need to go to this perspective changer. Okay, so we change to the service perspective right here, and then go to players, your player, then select a tower, and then write the name of the desired tower inside. So in this case, gear 4. And now you can place it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's the way on how you change your towers manually. Oh, and yeah, so go inside of this indicator right here, and for the part 0, select this humanoid root part of the gear 4. Okay, so that's pretty important. Alright, so the placement worked, which is very good. Now let's play around with those stats right here. So let's play around with, yeah, attacks per second. So 0.25, but let's increase the damage, 15, and don't forget to change this as well, okay? Alright, now the next thing, let's go to upgrade prices right here, and then find some prices for the upgrade of our tower, okay, for our gear 4 tower right here. So we will just do the same as above. So I have already explained this structure. If you did not see that, then watch my previous video, I think, about it. So let's just put some random prices. There we go. Okay, now let's go back to this tower script right here. Let's copy the structure again. Let's put it inside of here, and make sure to get rid of this appearance change. So we do not want our appearance to change for this gear 4 right here. So we only want to change the stats when leveling or when upgrading. So let's do that. Alright, so attacks per second, 5, damage 15 by default. Now on level 2, let's increase this to 30. Let's increase the attacks per second to 0.5. Then with the next upgrade, let's put this to 50 and the attacks per second to 1. Okay, so that's actually it. So now we should be able to upgrade our tower, and the next thing which is missing is, of course, yeah. So the next thing which is missing is, of course, making the tower attack. ROBLOX TS. Okay, for some reason it still thinks that this tower is this post TS tower, because I've changed the wrong stats right here. That's the reason why. Yeah, pretty funny of me. Come on. Okay, so let me just swap folders. So wait, okay. So yeah, make sure that part 0 is set to that gear false humanoid root part, and yeah, now the indicator should work as well. And yeah, there we go. And okay, comparing it to a number. Okay. Okay. So that's on how you can upgrade the tower. Now we need to add some attacks to it. So I will probably just add some basic combat for the moment. So attack 1. Let me animate something very quickly. Come on, get rid of this. So create new. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now don't forget to set the animation priority to action before exporting. Alright, so our first animation has been made for our first attack. Okay, so let's just get back to our tower right here. This is our attack. This is our idle. And there we go. Okay. Attack 1. Okay, so let me change some stuff. I'll explain what I'm doing in a bit. Just give me a moment. Why isn't he attacking? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we need to set the gear force primary part to our humanoid root part, of course. Yeah, so it must be our humanoid root part in order for this to work. Why isn't he flying towards them? So, the body position was supposed to make them fly towards those enemies, but they don't seem to do that for whatever reason. Pretty weird, to be honest. Well, let me increase the distance of our tower right here. And there's still one other thing I would like to do. Would like to move this indicator a bit more down so it actually looks good. Why isn't he flying? Okay. Okay, so this humanoid root port is anchored. That's the reason why. Or isn't that the case? Hmm. Pretty weird thing, to be honest. Hmm. Maybe we should try out something else. Let's try a basic kick animation, or let's try to create a basic kick animation. Okay, so let's just try that instead. Okay, so I gotta change the things inside here as well again. So let's put this right here. Let's get rid of this. And well, let's just overwrite this whole thing. Okay, so if this attack works, then I will just do some kind of quick rework of something else and then end the video. And then create more attacks for Gear 4 right here. Okay. So I know it does not look that good, but it is okay, you know. So it does its work, and that's enough, I think. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to do is, where is it? It must be inside of here. Yeah, so excuse me, I'm just looking for something specific. Okay, so there it is. Well, apparently there is no actual way on how to instantly. So some of you have been complaining that the tower right here follows the mouse slowly, as you can see. So it is not on the mouse's position right away, but has to move to it first of all. And apparently there is no alternative for that, for the method I'm using right here. So I think that I could have maybe used body positioning, but yeah, so could have used that. I think that it would have offered the opportunity to realize what you guys, yeah, commented. But changing the method now just because of, yeah, one tiny suggestion is not necessary, guys, and therefore I will probably not do that. So let's play this game a little right here. There's literally no way for those units to pass. Or did these towers did they break? Yes, so they break. Accumulator is not a valid member. Okay. So they did break. And now only those Gear 4 towers are attacking. But anyway, so that's it with this video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, then please leave a like, subscribe, and if you subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Share this video to all of your friends. Give me feedback in the comment section, guys, and don't forget to check out the uncopy locked place in the description, so you are of course able to edit that place but not able to play it. Okay. And there's also a link to a Discord server, which is about my One Piece game I'm developing, apart from that YouTube series I've been making. So I would like to see you guys there, and take care, and see you in the next video, guys.